have illness. Bro, Mozzie, get down. Sorry. What about people who are on the spectrum and have illnesses? Are you trying to keep them away from society
Well,
because you have
yes.
a mental issue?
First of all, let's not bring all this autistic men stuff into this, okay? Because
But it's the same
that.
thing because your logic is flawed and it sucks. So give me a better reasoning and maybe
Okay,
I
let me
might.
tell you why those things I'm not really, care about as much as this issue right here. Okay, first of all, hey, Infinite Beauty. Anyways, first of all, this issue is way larger than men being in public and autistic people being in public. Okay, now let me tell you something.
Not
I
really.
work I work at a buffet. Okay? So like a waitress. And I don't run
Yeah.
into no problems with men or autistic people as much as I do children. They create a disturbance. They create a mess. Sometimes they hit me. These strangers, they hit me. These kids and their moms and dads, usually their moms, allow all this behavior to go on.
Well,
Okay?
one, again,
So
you're really getting on. Hold on.
just because we can say, oh, what about men? Like, do you honestly think that can be controlled? Honestly, like, this situation can be controlled. That I'm not sure.
I
Don't
mean,
bring your kids in
anything, hold
public
on.
unless you want
We
them to get
live in a
kidnapped.
society, hold on, calm down. We live in a society where anything can be controlled. Children can be controlled as well. It depends on parents. Not all children are the same. Some children behave better than others. Can we agree on that? Yes,
Yeah,
there are
but we don't
children
see
who
those
act,
kids.
hold on. Maybe not you. I don't know what circus
Exactly.
you live in. But
Literally, I do live
like
in a
there
circus. You're
are
right.
children who behave. I
You know,
don't.
it all stems from the how the parents teach them how to act. You know.
Right.
Yeah, either or is still flawed. I don't care what's the problem,
No,
it's a problem. It needs to be
no. What's
fixed.
flawed is your logic. That's what's flawed. So correct.
Logic. I mean, I don't know what you really want me to say. Like, you just think that since it can be applied to autistic people and men, that it's just whatever, which is just not true. Because,
I mean, because your argument was that children shouldn't be going out in public because they're loud, they're annoying. Sometimes
I didn't add the
they.
annoying part. Oh. I mean, who can argue against that, honestly? But Sasha, tell me what were you saying? Who? Who comes over? First of all, why the fuck are they splitting up shit like that? There's nobody coming in, first of all, to be making 3 people do all that shit. She helps them out. Sometimes that just has to be. But like, what? Like, honestly, what do you want me to say? Like, like that girl is what the fuck? Wait, yeah, you're right. Men and autistic people don't get excused for their behavior in public most of the time. They don't, especially they're acting like disgusting. Because there are been some autistic people who've literally been disgusting. And then people are like, oh, they're autistic. Like, what? Nobody cares about the autistic shit, bro. Mm. So kids, they never ever be corrected. They're never corrected. That's why they continue to act like this. If restaurants and people who, in their spaces, if they're generally be like, get your fucking kid, get the fuck out of here, maybe things will change. But men and autistic people, literally no one's just gonna let them just do whatever the fuck they want. So I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. Well, there's been plenty of autistic people who've done stuff to me. What? There's been many. Like, I don't know, like, it's just, most of the time, they're not, like, autistic people are fine. But there always that one fucking autistic person that is just, like, disgusting. And then, you know, I don't know, it's either they break into people's houses or, they touch you inappropriately. That behavior doesn't get excused, sweetheart. That's just that, okay? Sasha, why did you call me at 8 p.m.? Why did you call me at 8 p.m.? Say what? I don't hate kids. I just hate the bad ones. Because kids are cute. But, like, most of them are just, like, annoying. Like, you can't get past me with that. You honestly can't, though. You literally cannot get past me with that. You can try, but you're not. Like, and if you feel like you can't control your kid because of you, then don't bring them in the public. Don't bring them in public and then expect, like, oh, since they're young, like, they're gonna be treated, like, differently, because that's not what goes down. Oh, they're 9 month old. Oh, they're 7 years old. Don't mind them. No. What? What did you mean? Oh, they're 6. Oh, whatever. Like, they're young, so let's just let them just run around just with their head cut loose. Like, no. Absolutely not. I actually get disturbed with kids being in my facility who act like that. Kids, but don't belong in public. I should do that. Because this gets censored. Kids get censored for sexual intent. Do you know that? And there's games. Like, if I say put kids at the end of something, then it's gonna get censored. So it might get censored with this. Who knows? See, I kept on saying pubic as well. I was like, what the fuck? And I thought it was going with public. And no, it was pubic. It was pubic. Kids don't belong in pubic, which is true, but they're not going to be treated like they didn't do no shit, because absolutely the fuck they did. And people are just so desensitized to, like, kids acting like that in public. It's beyond me. Like, actually. Maybe. Top job, summer camp. But the kids who are fucking acting up are not going to be at those places, so.
confused. Why should be kids allowed in the public? Why should they not be allowed?
Because they're disgusting and they're violent and they get away with a lot of disgusting stuff.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
What do you mean? Yeah, but like the end of the
children should
day,
be outside.
what? Hmm?
I think the children should be outside. I think it's beneficial for them to not be in the house every day and not go outside and play with their friends.
Okay, but that's not really the public that I'm talking about.
You
I'm
could
talking
just
about the
restaurants in
public,
general.
restaurants, parks, like literally,
Parks? Why not? I'm confused. Isn't
like
park and going to
amusement
kids out
parks,
there?
like Disney World. Like
Yeah,
they
amusement
shouldn't.
park for kids.
Excuse me, let me
What do you
finish,
call it?
Legion. Let me be more specific. Amusement parks, restaurants, daycares, they shouldn't be in any of those places. Because they're disturbing.
Daycares.
No.
You said daycares. I'm confused.
Why are you confused?
Isn't daycares where they go to school? Isn't daycare
No, that
where
will be
they?
school. Do you know how much
But
kids
daycares where
do you know how much kids that get away with just being disgusting in daycare? There's a lot. The
but
only
isn't
things that
daycare?
the only people who should be in daycare are babies. That's it.
Oh yeah, but isn't it like five, like zero? Isn't it like 1 to 8, right? Confused. What is the
No, it's
maximum
usually
age
1 to 5 or 1 to 6. Or a couple months to
Yeah,
6.
because the child's parents are going to work,
I have a
and they can't
question
just
for
leave
you
them outside
guys.
in the
Like,
home.
when you say
Okay, well
Confused.
that
kids,
What do you
like,
doesn't
want them to
mean that
do?
their kids can just abuse everyone because they can't take care of them. Like
So,
what?
so
You sound
what
so
do you want them to
stupid,
do?
bro. Get
hey, I
off.
have a
Stop
question,
debating.
host. When you say
You should
kids,
not be
like
debating, like, at all.
little
You need to get
kids
your
or
phone
like
taken
kids
away.
in general?
And you need to
Me?
change that little like outfit you got. What did you
Was
say,
it her?
Banana?
Did she say to me? I'm
Like
confused.
little
Or to
kids
you?
I
or
don't
like
know.
kids in general,
What did I
or
even do?
like
I
any
was being
kids
nice
that
to
act
you.
like
Confused.
that like violent.
Kids.
Well,
And
what do you
I'm
want
a
them to do
little
to single
lenient.
mothers?
And I'm a little lenient on babies too. Sometimes babies shouldn't be in public, but you know.
No, but like, what are you gonna do for single
So if
mothers? You
like
just
I'm
put their
just
child into
walking,
daycares,
if I'm
and
just
they
in
Don't
a
be a
even
park,
single
if the child
mother.
wants.
Don't be a single mother. How about that?
That's
I have a
actually true. Like, what happens
wait.
if
So
your
do
husband
you
died?
think it should be like the annoying kids that like interfere with you, or like
What would
kids that
Let
happen?
me
just
tell you
mind their
something.
business?
Okay? Because I work with a lot of kids, and I'm not even in a job that can. Can you mute your mic for a second? I work with a lot of disobedient, rude, disrespectful, violent kids, and I don't even work at a daycare or anything like that. I work at a restaurant. And kids they're very sick. They're the sickest thing that I don't like. They yell, they hit, they throw up everywhere. They make all this mess.
I'm Jonathan.
I know you're Jonathan, but
Well, that's kind
I
of
was not
nitpick.
acting like that when I was a kid. And they are allowed to do those things too.
I have a question. If you're going by your own rules, even if you weren't acting like that, you're making it you're making it sound like, well, even if you didn't act like
I don't
that,
like
you weren't
kids.
allowed in public. That's basically what you're saying.
I'm saying that usually kids act like that. There's a very few who don't.
Very
So
few. I feel like well, kids will be kids. I mean, like, well,
kids
some kids
don't act like that. That's
will
the devil.
Are you religious?
No. But listen, I need you to get where I'm coming from. Kids get this excuse for their behavior so much, and that's why it trickles into their adult life, and they act the same way as an adult because nobody disciplines them, and people give them the free pass because they're young,
So,
which is
so then
absolutely
that's
unfair.
the
What?
parents' fault.
Whoever fault it is, the kid is acting like it, not the parent, and the kid needs to be not brung in public.
The parents. So
So what
it's
is wrong
like
with it?
And just because from your own experience, you don't account for all kids, by the way.
And I have a question.
That's your question.
Forgot what I was gonna say.
Really, bro.
I'm
But
actually yeah. Continue.
so the banana. Your mic is really echoey. Like actually. But you said I don't count to all kids, which is 100% correct. But at the same time, I could speak because I do have a lot of experience. It's not like I just never encounter a kid. And the first time I encounter a kid, they're acting like that. I encounter a lot of kids, and I don't even work in that kind of business. And most of the time, they're disrespectful, violent, and they create problems. Why should they be in public if they're doing stuff like that? Some kids break
And again,
stuff.
that's the parents' fault. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Okay, just because you can blame doesn't mean one cannot be held responsible, because they're either or the parent nor the kid is being held responsible.
I have a question.
It's literally the parents' fault.
But none of them are being held responsible for it. So what's your point of saying whose fault it is?
So wait, you are saying it's a parent's fault, but they're not taking accountability for it. But really, it is the parents' fault then.
No matter whose fault it is, nothing's being done.
Okay, so it is the parents' fault, and the parents aren't doing anything. So that means it's the parents' fault.
Hold on, I got.
Okay, whatever. If that's what makes you sleep better at night, I guess so. But that's not the point that I'm arguing.
Well, what is the point you're arguing? If the kids
They shouldn't belong in public. I don't care what stems that behavior. If they're acting like that, no matter whose fault it is, why would they be? It should be perfectly acceptable for them to be in public? I'm not getting that.
Because this is America.
Not just in America. This could be literally applied to anywhere.
This is not a dictatorship, and this is not a dictatorship country.
Just because we live in America and you think that we're supposed to have all these rights doesn't mean people can just treat other people disturbingly because we live in America. That's not good enough excuse.
Well, I mean, like, yes, you literally can. There's a bunch of stuff you can do which can offend other people, but are totally illegal.
Okay, well, this can't just be applied to America, and that's not all I'm talking about. This can be applied literally anywhere. France, Paris, England, Cali, anywhere. Kids act like this universally, and it's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, it's not acceptable because it's the parents' fault, not the child's fault.
It is acceptable.
Like that because it's the parents' fault.
I know you're saying that, and you're going to continue to say that, but tell me, why should they still be allowed in public?
Because they're allowed to. I mean, I don't know what to say here. Because they're allowed to, and this ain't a dictatorship. I mean,
well, leadership has nothing to do with allowing disgusting things to be in public. That's not
disgusting.
They are disgusting.
If you refer to kids as disgusting, well then yeah, it actually does let whatever you call disgusting but are really kids in public because that's what it allows.
Okay, well, and people like you who just like run it off as like whatever and just think it's perfectly okay for them to random kids to come up and hit you.
You're allowed,
but you've yet to say what is good and what is not good. All you're saying is just like whatever, and it's the parents' fault. That's all you're saying.
Parents' fault, first of all, and second of all, you can be in public, but I'm not saying if you're acting bad or not. But no matter what, yes, you are allowed in public.
Okay. So there should be restrictions. For kids, absolutely.
Yeah, and if the parents don't allow those restrictions and the kids still act like that, then that's the parents' fault.
Then they should be out as well.
Stupid motherfucker.
Okay, whatever. But anyways, like, no. Just because you can blame doesn't mean you should be doing all that shit and not acknowledging the problem.
Text of this, bro. What do you mean?
I mean, what it literally says, kids don't belong in public.
Are you saying like definitively? Are you
Yes.
what do you mean?
I mean, disobedient, violent, screaming
Well, the
kids
thing is,
shouldn't
oh
be
no
in
no no no
public.
no. The thing is, not all kids are violent.
Most of them are, and I've
Well,
never
okay,
met a nice one.
What kids? What age range do you mean by kids?
Listen, most of these kids I'm talking about, I don't even know their age. They're definitely younger than 18, I'll tell you that. They're definitely younger
Everyone.
than 18.
So you're saying everyone under 18 shouldn't be able to step outside of their house?
If they act disobedient, absolutely.
Well,
They act
add
violent.
that. Oh my gosh, you gotta add more context into what you're saying.
I can't add don't bring kids in public because if they're violent, disobedient. No, that's too much. I'm just gonna sum it up really quickly. So let me tell you my story,
Well, the
okay?
way you say it. Oh my gosh, man, your takes are like.
I mean, you barely even heard anything I'm saying, then you want to say, "Oh my God."
Because
See,
it's terrible.
you
what
probably
you're saying.
were a
What you're saying
disobedient
is
and violent
bad.
kid, and
What
that's
you're
why you
saying
act
is
like
horrible.
this.
Excuse me.
Okay, look.
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
worm.
I'm just wondering if
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just wondering if you are over the age of 18.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, okay. So you
Okay, but
don't
let me
believe that.
let me
Okay.
tell you why I came to this prompt. So I work with a lot of kids. Can you guess what my profession is?
A
Daycare.
babysitter.
Wrong. I work with a lot of kids, and I don't even sign up for it, and that's not my job. I work at a buffet, a restaurant, and I encounter so much because I come into a lot of.
Well, maybe the blame shouldn't be on the children. It should be on the parents for letting the
hold
kids
on.
act
Let me
that way,
finish.
right? Is that not an argument?
That's okay.
Maybe everyone shouldn't be outside.
Let me finish, please.
Parents don't treat their kids right, and kids are disobedient.
Let her,
Why not say
let
that,
her
right?
finish, let her
Because
finish,
it makes
let her
no
finish.
sense. You're
Let her
stupid,
finish, let her
bro.
finish.
Like, what does this take?
Oh, okay. You're out of here.
Whether their parents are good or not.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just finish where I'm coming from. So the reason why I mention that is because that's not what I signed up to do. To work with kids, because I don't work in a daycare.
Okay.
Okay, when I work in a restaurant, they hit me, they're violent, they spit on me, they throw up, they make messes, and then sometimes they cuss, they yell, and all of this gets excused because they're just a kid. Are you serious? Okay, go. What do you gotta say?
Okay, so I know it's not technically your issue to deal with that, but you are working in public food service. So public
You mean
means
customer
anyone can come
service?
in.
Yo, base.
It's food service.
Put him
Not
to
really
work.
customer service. It's food service. I also work in food service. So when you work in food service, especially in a public area, anyone can come in. Now,
put him to
it's
work.
not the children's fault. It is the parents' fault for not controlling their children. You
Okay.
can't outright say kids don't belong in public due to your personal bad experience.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I can speak from. What am I going to speak from?
then
Like a statistic?
How can you put in that if that's your only thing?
Not all kids are like this. Not all
Okay,
kids cause
but a lot
Now,
of them
is it
are.
the same kids or is it several? Okay, well you're saying a lot. You're saying a lot from one experience. How can you say?
How are you going to tell me from one experience? Like, what is you talking about?
That is what you're saying.
Like you said, anyone can come in. They're not the same exact kids who are hitting me, being disgusting, coming in every, if they want to eat. No, it's different kids from all different kind of backgrounds. Now, instead of me literally just, the parent is the parent, because that really doesn't do anything, you have to check the kid. You have to get them. Okay?
Or
you could...
Idea.
Excuse you.
What if there should be more restrictions on what parents allow their children to do, right? There should be more expectations.
That's absolutely true.
How parents treat children and how parents respond to children reacting to certain situations, right?
Also,
obviously, that's not going to work, actually. Because no one's going to listen like a parenting advice. What they should do is if your kids
enforce it. Like
I know, but that's probably not going to go down. What should be going down is restricting kids from public and teaching the parent, literally teaching the parent, if your kid acts like this, it's a law to get them out of the area. That's simple.
Or we have a law to make sure parents properly make sure their kids do not assault and hurt workers, because that is obviously not okay, and I'm sorry you've had to deal with that, but there should be laws to stop them from causing harm to you, rather than to stop them and presumably their parents from being allowed in society.
Also,
well, that's obviously going to come to a stop.
Kids come in all the time, and this is a consistent like you said, all kids from all backgrounds come in. Like, I know it's your job, but maybe find somewhere else to work.
It's not my job, though. It's not my job.
Kids from all kinds of backgrounds come in and mess with you. So if that keeps happening,
no, just mess up things in general.
Okay, but
a lawyer.
Without you interrupting me.
Okay, go.
I said your employer. So you can speak with them. Hey, can you fix this? Put restrictions on the restaurant so they can't come in, or you can find another job so you don't have to deal with that.
And this is always what they say. This is ridiculous. This is literally ridiculous. It's not.
Because it is a solution to your problem.
Listen.
It's going to be a problem unless you choose to fix it. That's how that works.
Okay, but guess what? I've tried to, and guess what? This just doesn't happen at my job. This happens literally everywhere I go.
So
literally.
You did not say that until just
well, now I am. I mean, I don't think I had to explain that. If I'm dealing with this at my job, why wouldn't I just experience like this whenever I go out in public?
Yes, but you explain it as it happening at one place. That's what happened. That's what.
No, I gave an example of like the worst of the worst, which would be for my job. Anyways, this is disturbing and it's not cute. Look, I hate someone who just doesn't like to blame the actual thing that's involved with the situation. Like, are you joking right now? No trolling shit. Oh, I should just have to find another job because the fucking kids are being disobedient. I can recall, I literally called the cops. All right, and this had to do with the parent, but the kids were, being just disgusting. I was really feeling bad for the kids, okay? I literally had to call the cops, which is something that I don't do, because the parent was just high or drunk. The kids were running around, crawling under tables. One of the kids were like under 3 years old, and they picked up like something that nobody swept up, which was like a crab claw, which was sharp. And he had that in his hand, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? And everyone's just like, whatever, they're kids. We're not even going to, really say that much about it, They were running around. I'm pretty sure one of them threw up. They spilled their drinks multiple times, and the behavior was not corrected at all. And, obviously I had to feel bad for the kids because just, like, the parents are drunk. And, like, obviously they're learning this, or not learning this exact issue, but their parents allowing leniency. And the mom and the dad was there, too. So it was both parents. And I was like, oh, my God, like, let me fucking call the cops because it's just, like, these people are so unfit to be parents. Oh, yeah, one of the babies threw up. The baby threw up because he ate, like, something sharp. Because, like, literally, I was like, oh, my God. So, like, and then the restaurant just, like, whatever, like, this is just an everyday thing. Like, why would that just be, like, an everyday thing? Kids running around, like, being disturbing and throwing up. Like, why should that just be, like, okay, whatever? Why nobody checked on them kids besides me? Nobody. Where's my water, bro? What the fucky? Oh, okay. Nobody. I literally had to call cops because it was just like they were like outside of like my job, and like there was like this area before you come in, like kind of like a porch, and they were trying to like get out to run out in the street, and I was the only one holding the door. It was ridiculous. It was disgusting. Hello.
Kids don't belong in public.
Because they're disturbing, they're violent, and they create messes.
Oh wait, I have a question. Why aren't you a kid at one time?
I was not acting like that at all.
Is this server rage bait?
I mean, these questions are rage bait. Like, hello.
This server is just a rage bait, dude. No one's gonna get mad.
I'm not intending people to get mad, but okay.
Dude,
Does
it
anyone
kinda
have
seems
anything to
like
say?
it.
Bro, imagine being a kid.
I have. I was.
Imagine being a kid.
And when I was a kid, these kids were just very disgusting to me, and it was just normal because nobody corrects the behavior because they're just kids. So, like, whatever, since they're kids, they're allowed to hit you, they're allowed to torture you, throw up on you, they're allowed to do whatever because they're a kid. And it's not supposed to be
What type of
corrected.
kids were you seeing, bro?
All kinds. Every kind. And I don't even work with kids.
Dude, are you like the godmother of kids?
What? No. What does that have to do with anything?
It's like you see every moment of it.
Okay, well, let me tell you. Are you employed?
No.
Okay, so that kind of sums up. How old are you?
I will not be disclosing my personal information.
If you're older than 15, you can get a job in America, okay?
Well, looks like I won't be getting a job anytime soon.
Actually, I'm not 15.
I was talking to that guy. Okay, so raise your hand if you had a random stranger kid hit you.
So how do you raise your hand when you're up on the stage, bro?
Raise your hand in actual life, ding ding balls. You can't raise your hand in real life.
It's not like you're gonna see it, bro. Like, come on.
Just say I. Just say I.
Hands now, bro. You're just like, dude.
You know what? You don't belong in public. I don't like people like you. You should just never step out in public. Oh. Ding ding balls? Really? Because they say ding ding balls, bro. So since I said ding ding balls, like, I'm just like inappropriate or something? Like, no, that means stupid ass bitch. That's the translation.